Welcome to Rayanne Holan, the superintendent for Buffalo Trail Public Schools. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Ian. It's great to be able to chat with you.
So the first thing I wanted to ask before we get into this grant money and some of these partnerships that you're working with is just talking about how the school year is treating you so far. I know it's a big year of transition, starting to feel like a return to a normalcy. So I just wanted to know how things were going for you.
Oh, that's a great question. It has been a fast and furious fall with putting our back to school activities back in place. So our year started out, our schools had muffin mornings and welcome back pancake breakfasts and lunches. And it was great to see our parents and community members back into our schools. And then, of course, our sports started up and we've had volleyball and track and field, and our basketball is started. We have great representation in zones and provincials for our athletic programs. And now we are in the middle of Christmas concerts, and I have an opportunity to see many of our children perform coming to the end of the month here. So I'm looking forward to that. Our schools have been busy. School startup has been great in Buffalo Trail.
Well, that's so glad to hear. And, the return to all of those in-person activities, especially with parents and community, is so fantastic.
Yeah.
So the main reason I wanted to talk to you today is about some pilot programs that it sounds like are being expanded throughout Buffalo Trail, and specifically WOW, which is Wainwright on Wellness, as well as Vibe, which is Vermilion is being empowered. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about those programs and some of the things that are happening with them with this new grant.
Yes, absolutely. So the government put in approximately $40 million into additional partnerships for pilot mental health projects. So in Buffalo Trail, we are extremely fortunate. We work in our northern schools with Vermilion is being empowered. So that's our vibe. And then in most of our south schools, the Wainwright on Wellness. And this partnership through WOW extends that mental health universal support programs to schools such as Provost, Amisk, Edgerton, Dr. Fulkins, and Chauvin. So schools that didn't have that universal support programming now will be able to have that universal programming within the schools. So we're extremely fortunate to be able to receive almost $600,000 over the next 2 years for this partnership.
That's amazing. Based on my research on WOW and some of the services that they provided in the past, whether it be educational materials or activities, are those the sorts of things that are being extended into these new schools, or are there other things?
Yeah, so we're extremely fortunate. Some of it is art programming or cooking, events and presentations that happen to our students. So we can support and maintain positive mental health, self-esteem, positive, healthy relationship building, resilience and how to build resilience, some mindfulness activities and self-help seeking behaviors that students are able to help themselves when they get into situations where they might be feeling a little anxious. What are those tools we need in our toolkit to be able to help us out?
And how long has the relationship with WOW existed with Buffalo Trail?
That is a tricky question for me. So
Okay.
many years we've had WOW and Vibe for, I would think, at least 10 years in our school division. We are extremely fortunate, excellent staff. Our schools commend these programs and the supports that's available. So we're really excited to extend those to the remaining schools in Buffalo Trail Public Schools.
Absolutely, take that long-term partnership where you've seen fruitful results and then extend it into, the remaining schools under this umbrella. It sounds like it's really going to be positive.
It will absolutely be positive. And they work in conjunction with existing in-house staff that we also have. So our schools, we have 5 social emotional coaches, and our director of inclusion works closely with those staff members and ensure that we have some of those one-on-one or family supports for social, emotional, and behavioral challenges that they might encounter in schools. And they also work with families as well, and would be able to support families if they need outside agencies to be supporting students in our schools.
Well, it looks like, you're heading into the new year on such a positive note, and I really hope that the holidays treat you well as everyone at Buffalo Trail.
Thank you very much. We hope that all of our families have a great holiday season. Thanks, Ian.
Thank you.